too many people?
No, this is what this show's about. We're looking for young, up-and-coming talent. That's what it's all about. You know, when you come in and you fight your ass off, you get your opportunity and see what they do with it.
Kind of a cool redemption story for Pickett, right? I mean, the 2 losses before. What's your mindset on somebody like that? When they come in twice, they've come up short twice. I mean, are you, is the deck stacked against them, or what's your take on evaluating for a 3rd time?
No, not at all. I think that, when you have a guy like that, the fact that he came back for a 3rd time, a lot of people might say, fuck this, I'm done, and maybe I should do something else or whatever. But a guy who's come back 3 times and fights like he fought tonight against a kid who's a knockout artist, you get your shot, man. Some people have it easy, they get in here quick, and some people have to work for it, man. And I respect the grind. I respect the guys that keep coming back and work hard.
I want to ask you about Rafael Alves, obviously impressive, but the tumbling routine to start, was the fact that he got it right the 2nd time, was that helpful for him getting a contract?
I honestly don't know why guys do that shit. You risk blowing an ankle, a knee, anything, but that guy is a physical freak. I mean, did you see his physique during the fight, man? I mean, the guy his back is insane. You can just tell that he's a physical freak.
Yeah. The one you passed on tonight, Anthony Romero, I mean, he was very, very impressive. Was that a tough call tonight?
Yeah. Listen, the kid. I'll tell you the tough things. He's 8-0. He's from Canada. He was in a tough fight against a really tough guy. But when I looked at certain things, couldn't finish with that leg kick. Was going for takedowns. Really had a hard time when the kid switched up southpaw. I actually told Breeden after the fight, you should fight southpaw. You look good southpaw. And he's 23 years old. The kid's 8-0. He's 23 years old. He's got nothing but time. That kid's going to get better, and he's going to be great someday. He's not even anywhere near in his prime yet. He's still a young kid.
You touched on it a little bit with Silva, and I'll ask you about Breeden as well. I mean, when guys have performances like that.
The other thing this gives some of these other promotions an opportunity to pick this kid up, pick him up. Make him your star. Maybe he becomes a world champion in one of these other organizations, and can get some experience and stuff like that. If you're another promoter and you're not watching this show and picking up what I don't, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. And that's a kid that somebody could definitely pick up and make their star in their promotion.
Sure. Let's touch on Silva and Breeden. I mean, those guys were tough as nails. In losses, do guys like that sometimes get on your radar as somebody that you might want to call up later on?
Tonight I got up twice and walked over to the curtain where the guys who lost the fight are. And Silva, so much respect for that kid too, and Breeden. I told them both. The matchmakers see that stuff, and when guys fall out and we have late minute replacements and stuff, those are the first guys that pick up the phone and call, without a doubt.
You've got a busy week, and I want to ask you about speaking on Thursday. What are you planning on doing with your speech? Obviously, you've done it before. Give us a preview of what we can hear from you?
You'll have to tune in Thursday and find out. I'll let it speak for itself. I leave tomorrow night, and I don't know.
You've been loyal to Trump for a long time. Obviously, it's a weird time in our country. Did you think at all about maybe sitting this one out with as divisive as things are in politics right now?
No, that shit doesn't bother me. Listen, this is America. Everybody has their own opinions and their own choices. I know that sometimes people go after you because of whatever, but everybody knows me. Everybody knows what I'm about, and I don't know. Talk to me after the speech.
Do you worry? I was going to say, do you worry that people automatically assume that by you speaking, you sign off on everything he does?
I don't give a shit. No, I don't care what people think of me or what they think. The people who know me know who I am and know what I'm about. Other than that, I could care less. There's tons of guys that hate Trump, whether it's celebrities or whatever, and I'm cool with all of them. We're all cool. It doesn't, like I said, the people who know me, and the people who don't all judge me anyway. It doesn't matter to me. I could care less.
Well, just a couple more since you're going to be gone this weekend. Adesanya Costa, the rivalry's heating up there. Everybody's looking forward to it. Do we know a location yet? When do we get to announce that?
The fight of the year, man. I can't wait for this fight. I keep talking about it. Still to this day, you guys might disagree, I don't know, but I still have Weili Zhang versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk still, we were in a meeting the other day, and we have those big TVs that play out there. It literally, that was on, and it fucked up the whole meeting for me because I couldn't stop watching that fight. And it's so goddamn good, that fight. But I'm telling you, what's going to give it a run for its money is going to be that fight. Obviously, the 2 fights that you got to think are going to give that a run is Gaethje versus Habib and Israel and Costa. And no, I do not have a location yet.
Fair enough. Last thing for me, I want to ask you about John Jones, his announcement to move to heavyweight. Have you started talking to him at all about like when he would like to have his first fight?
No, as far as the last time we talked to John Jones said he's going to take some time and do his, things that he's into right now, and take some time. And when there's a right fight, he'll give us a call.
Could you see him waiting for the winner of Francis Ngannou and Stipe Miocic and fighting that winner, or do you think he's got to get a win at heavyweight before he gets a title shot?
I have no idea what he's going to do. I honestly don't know.
But is his pedigree enough to walk into a title fight, in your opinion?
Of course. I mean, realistically, John Jones is undefeated. He's never been beat. Mazzagati's been out of the game for years. I'm going to keep beating this guy up, but John Jones is undefeated.
Was tonight the highest level we've seen on the Contender Series yet?
Yeah, I think tonight was the best night. I think that what I loved about tonight is everybody came to fight, man. Everybody came to fight, and you could just tell everybody wanted to win. Everybody had that killer instinct. Even the Alves fight, that kid was a tough kid. He fought. I was giving him problems. He risked it. Jumped onto that guillotine and choked him out. Those things are dangerous and risky. He doesn't get that, and that kid pulls out of it. He's on the bottom, when he didn't have to do that. I love kids that go after it, man, and try to finish. And you're here. This is your chance to show us what you got. Don't squeak out a decision win, man. Go for something. Show us who you are.
I know a quick finish never hurt anybody, but is it sometimes better to see these guys in back and forth wars with another great guy so you can just tell, wow, quality right here?
Yeah, you'll get those, but I like guys that finish too. You come in, we put on these great fights. The matchmaking on this show is unfucking believable. These guys are the 2 best guys to be fighting each other, and when you go in and you finish a guy like this, it means something.
I want to touch on something you said to John about other promoters need to be watching this show. Without naming any names or anything like that, do you get frustrated sometimes with the sense that not only am I doing the highest level of this show, of the sport, I'm also building up the new stars for everyone else, and no one else in the sport is stepping up and doing the same thing? Do you ever feel frustrated?
I just think they don't know how to. I mean, out of the 20-year history of being in this sport, the answer is they don't know how to. That's the only thing I can come up with, is that they're just not good enough to do it. So, everybody waits till somebody gets let go here and they pick them up. But yeah, that would be a smart thing to do is, grab that 8-0 Canadian kid and build him. That's the other thing they're not very good at either.
Just following up on the Trump speech, just curious, do you have to get that vetted by his people and you get to write it out beforehand, or do you just get to wing it and speak from off the cuff?
Get up there and say whatever I want.
That's either a great or a bad thing. And last thing, I know with sort of the pandemic stuff, we've all spoken about it to death now, but I'm curious, end of August, pandemic since March, has the Apex now paid for itself, essentially?
The Apex is incredible. What we've been able to do here through this thing has been unbelievable. I don't even know if you guys know this, but fuck it, I'll tell you anyway. We just bought 10 acres over here too. We've got another 10 acres now. More stuff coming soon.
Is it empty land or
land? We bought some land, yeah. 10 more acres of land. Probably start building again next year.
Thanks, Dan.
Yep.
Can you give us a hint on what you're building? Hotels?
Hotel. We're going to build our own hotel.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we'll be completely self-sufficient.
That's quite some news. So when do you see this being?
Hopefully next year. Depends on how this crazy shit, what happens here in the next whatever. But obviously, with what's going on right now, our own hotel would pay for itself real quickly.
Would this be a place that would just be exclusively for UFC?
Yeah, it's UFC. I mean,
or it could
the Apex, we're talking about doing other events over here and stuff like that. And we're going to start doing lots of programming for UFC Fight Pass over here too.
Is it a place where fans could come and stay at the UFC Hotel?
It would be more designed for fighters. Yeah, it's going to be just like the Apex was designed for fighting and putting on special events. This place would be designed exactly for what our needs are in a hotel.
In regards to the RNC Convention on Thursday, there's a lot of prop bets out there.
Yeah.
Speech.
Yeah.
And one of them is what color of shirt you're going to wear.
Yeah.
Everybody, the white is the most, red is the long shots.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments with people like, you know it's going to be black.
Can you tell us so we can make a little bit of money?
I don't want to fuck up all the bets that people made already. Good luck, everybody.
Has having an association with Trump, has that helped get the UFC going again during this pandemic? Did that help?
I think Trump's been very pro-business, and not just us, but, I was part of that task force that he put together, and literally every major sport in the United States was a part of it, and he did a great job with that. He was instrumental in helping all of us come back, and very supportive.
Did the White House or Trump have anything to do with helping you get Fight Island going?
No. Fight Island was, we did that, with the guys in Abu Dhabi.
Look forward to the hotel.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
Dana, this year was the first season that Mexican fighters came to fight here in the Contenders Series. And at some point you talked about having a Contender Series in Latin America. You still have that plan?
You got another mic? Hey, mic guy. You the mic guy? Yes. This thing isn't working too good. He's on the phone.
Will there be a casino in the hotel?
No. You know I'm a sick man, right? You know that. That's all I need. Yes. The answer is yes, and we're working on a PI too. We're working on a PI too down there. We had a spot picked out for the PI in Mexico City, and then some stuff went on with the landlord, and the whole deal fell apart. And then the world fell apart. So we'll get our shit together when the world gets its shit together.
I noticed that Jay Rodriguez was here with Alejandro Alves tonight. Did you get to see him these days, or he went through PI or something?
What was the question?
Jay Rodriguez was here with Alejandro.
Yeah, no, I didn't see him when he was here.
And just finally for me, Claudio Gastelum is saying that he wants to fight twice this year. He's looking for a fight late September. Has he asked you for those fights, or did you see him fighting twice?
Okay. Yeah, he wants to fight twice this year. That's a tough one. I don't know. I love watching Kelvin Gastelum fight. I mean, if he could fight twice this year, we would do it. I don't mind turning guys around quickly, so if he can do it, we'll probably pull it off. But where he sits in that division, you have to have two guys for him to fight this year. He's not like not one of the top guys in the world. He's one of the top 15 guys in the world. So I don't know if we can make two fights for him by the end of this year, but give it a shot.
And just finally, on Saturday, you said probably that Dustin's going to fight Tony. Do you see that fight happening the same night as Habib and Justin, and like an elimination for them?
Probably.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Do you have an update about Anderson Silva? Is it gonna be his last fight?
Yes, it will be his last fight.
He agreed. He said yes, it's gonna be my last fight.
Yeah, it's his last fight.
My last question is, Tyron Woodley against Kobe Covington is gonna be here in Vegas.
Yeah. Did we not announce that yet? We did.
Another location, okay.
Yeah, it's in Vegas. Cool? Thank you, guys.